In this video, we'll be taking a look at one college football game happening on November 27, 2025, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game. So 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one college football game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Navy versus Memphis. Happy Thanksgiving to all who settle in for a full day of football. The schedule is large, but the spotlight lands on the matchup in the Bluff City as the Navy midshipmen visit the Memphis Tigers for a primetime American Athletic Conference game. Last season, these programs met in Annapolis and produced a scoring surge that reached 100 points. Navy won that contest by outpacing Memphis in a free-flowing shootout. This season offers a different setting. The game takes place at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium, and both teams arrive with strong records. Memphis stands at 8-3 and seeks payback, while Navy arrives at 8-2 and aims to protect its position near the top of the league. The Navy midshipmen hold a record of 8-2 with a league mark of 6-1 after a 41-38 win over South Florida in their most recent game. Navy built a 24-9 halftime lead and later added 17 points in the fourth quarter to secure the result. The midshipmen gave up 556 yards and gained 524 yards. They converted 5 of 14 third downs and finished with a 2-1 edge in turnovers. Quarterback Blake Horvath completed 8 of 15 passes for 147 yards and 1 touchdown. Running back Alex Texa carried the ball 12 times for 126 yards and 1 score. Receiver Eli Heidenreich caught 5 passes for 146 yards. Navy entered that matchup coming off losses to Notre Dame by a score of 49-10 and North Texas by a score of 31-17. The midshipmen have dropped 2 of their past 3 games, yet remain tied for first place in the American standings. Their offense has averaged 32 9/10 points each game. They have passed for 140 yards each game and rushed for 308 2/10 yards each game. They have allowed 27 9/10 points each game. Blake Horvath has passed for 1,290 yards with 8 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. He also leads the team on the ground with 159 carries for 986 yards and 13 scores. The Memphis Tigers enter this week with a record of 8-3 with a league mark of 4-3 after a 31-27 loss to East Carolina in their most recent outing. Memphis held a 17-10 halftime lead, but they allowed 21 points in the second half. The Tigers gained 457 yards and allowed 454 yards. They converted 4 of 16 third downs and finished tied in turnovers at 1 each. Quarterback Brendan Lewis completed 32 of 43 passes for 209 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Running back Sutton Smith carried the ball 7 times for 109 yards and 1 score. Receiver Cortez Bram Jr. caught 9 passes for 79 yards. Before that defeat, Memphis lost to Tulane by a score of 38-32, and they beat Rice by a score of 38-14 the week before. The Tigers have dropped 3 of their past 5 games and sit tied for 6th in the American standings. Their offense has averaged 36 2/10 points each game. They have passed for 240 3/10 yards each game and rushed for 192 5/10 yards each game. Their defense has allowed 22 points each game. Brendan Lewis has thrown for 2,395 yards with 13 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Cortez Bram Jr. has 59 receptions for 824 yards and 7 touchdowns this season. The memory of last year's meeting stays fresh in Memphis. Navy used its triple option attack to push the Tigers' defense until it broke. That result left a strong impression on the coaching staff. Seeing a service academy attack in back-to-back seasons gives a defensive unit rare repetition, and Memphis built its preparation with that in mind. The Tigers marked this date as soon as the schedule appeared. Memphis brings a strong offense. The Tigers average more than 36 points each game, which places them inside the top tier of national scoring groups. Navy brings a contrasting style. The midshipmen aim to slow the game and rely on the ground attack. Their quarterback, Blake Horvath, has pushed the ball inside and outside with patience and has scored 13 rushing touchdowns this year. The challenge for Navy sits on the other side of the ball. Their defense has struggled to hold down competent passing units. The midshipmen allow close to 28 points each game and sit in the 70s in scoring defense. Memphis relies on quarterback Brendan Lewis, who has produced nearly 2,400 passing yards and more than 500 rushing yards. His ability to throw and run has placed stress on every defense he has faced. Navy has struggled with contain, and this type of quarterback often forces assignment mistakes. Memphis has covered the spread at a rate above 70%, with 8 covers in 11 games. Their perimeter skill players create space and speed, and wideout Cortez Bram gives the offense a target who forces mismatches. Those traits can create problems for a Navy team that prefers to play from even or ahead. A fast Memphis start can push the midshipmen away from their methodical pace and strain their depth as the game moves into the fourth quarter. As our first pick for this matchup, the Memphis Tigers to cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Navy enters the week tied with North Texas and Tulane, as each sits at 6-1 in league play. The midshipmen kept their hopes alive with a 41-38 win over South Florida in their most recent game, where they covered as 9.5 point underdogs. That result ended a long run of games without a cover. Still, the Navy defense has allowed 31 or more points in 6 straight games, and each time they have faced a team with a strong defense or a stronger offense, they have struggled to hold position. Memphis sits outside the title chase due to 3 league losses. The Tigers dropped games to Tulane and East Carolina in back-to-back weeks, and their recent record against the spread stands at 2-3 in the last 5 games. Their defensive front still poses issues for opponents. Memphis allows 127.4 rushing yards each game, which places them inside the top 30 in the country. They also allow 22 points each game. The Tigers have scored 32 or more points in 3 of their past 4 games. That output can cause issues for Navy, which faces a disciplined defense that does not give up large rushing lanes. The series between these teams tends to create wide scoring swings. Last season produced 100 total points. While that number sits beyond reasonable expectation, the posted total of 58.5 points remains reachable when both styles collide. Navy's offense, led by Horvath, has moved beyond its old 3 yards and a cloud of dust design. The unit creates chunk plays, and it leads the nation in yards per pass attempt. When Navy throws, it often creates a large gain. Memphis plays with pace and wants to snap the ball with most of the play clock left. That tempo expands drives and raises total play count. The injury report adds another layer. Memphis enters the week with issues in the secondary. Defensive back Chauncey Logan Jr. holds a questionable tag, and linebacker Cade Law will not return this year. Those losses can affect gap integrity, which is vital when facing a team that relies on assignment discipline. Navy can move the ball on the ground and through the air when defenses lose shape. Memphis can respond with its own pace and scoring threats. Both teams have clear paths to the end zone. A final score that settles near 38-31 sits within reach when each unit plays to its strengths. Field goals may fade behind touchdown drives due to style and tempo. The guideline that often pushes bettors toward the under in Service Academy games does not apply to this type of meeting. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.